Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenos, and I am here with Slackosaurus for the second set of games that we have coming up for you. Phoenix, Northern Storm. I don't know if we can top that option 12 White Wolf, but do you think we can do it, Slack?
Oh, I really, really hope so. That last game, they brought it. They brought it. And congratulations to White Wolf. You know, the entire time going into it, watching it, I was like, all right, this bot lane is going to be where it's going to be very heavily focused. And kind of going into it, I was like, top lane is going to be meh. I feel like, and boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Good job on that Swain.
Yeah, I'm hoping that both of these teams are taking notes on how to handle White Wolf, but first they got to get through each other. Northern Storm, Phoenix. Phoenix very dominating. Slipped up a little bit last week up against White Wolf. But Northern Storm also has been having some very interesting games as well. Did a great turnaround against Option 12. I think they said they were a little concerned about running into Phoenix, but we'll see if they shake off those jitters.
Yeah, one thing that I'm uh really excited to see this time is this is a repeat, of week 4. Um when week 4 came around, it was a bumpy ride. We can say that. Um but this time we also have Bacon Licious back. Last week unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. So, really excited to see where this is going to take us.
Yeah, I mean, the lineups in general are going to be very interesting to see how they play out. Spicy Hot Meme, of course, always fantastic in the jungle. Uh, Mid lane battles, especially when you see how the battles in the mid lane handle out with the ban phase, and we just get a Kale ban right away.
Right. I mean, I'm not surprised, especially with how last game went, or last set, I should say, because last game the Kale didn't really come online, as you guys were saying, but not surprised to see it.
Alright, so we got some very targeted up in the top lane focus here. Got to get rid of some of Lofi's tools. A Nivea removed as well to keep that away from Ace. Interested to see where the last ban from Northern Storm is going to go.
Right. I mean, oh, and a good Vi ban, because Meme did do a really good job with the Vi in previous weeks, so I'm glad that they are doing that.
Oh, and they take away Gregosaurus Rex's Thresh. Alright, so very targeted, intelligent bans from Northern Storm in this game one.
Very. The Nivea, we saw it in week 4 when they let Ace get the Nivea. I mean, granted, some of the walls weren't really there, but they still did pretty good with it.
And unfortunately, they let Envy the Serpent get Sivir, so we're going to see that again.
Hey, you can't ban every single champion on the first round, you know?
Right. They might have a better shot of it in game 2 where they'll be able to pick it up. They are grabbing the Veigar away from Ace.
That's very, very smart. I know that Ace has been doing really, really good on Vigar as well, so not surprised by that at all.
Spicy Hot Meme has been saying a lot of good things about Nocturne lately. Interested to see if he decides to go with the Nocturne, but we grabbed the Alawi for the top lane instead.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, we've seen Amaya pull out the Alawi before, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see if we can see a really good performance out of this, especially against Phoenix and Lofi Senpai, because I know Lofi Senpai, pretty damn good top laner, knows how to stand up to the best of them.
Oh, I don't necessarily agree with this, but they grabbed the Nocturne. So keeping it away from Spicy Hot Meme, I guess. And Lofi Senpai getting the Kled.
Now that's gonna make for an interesting top lane. Lowy versus Kled. Let's see if we can have those solo queue Kled outplays that we see all those highlights about.
Not to mention that Kled and Sivir together are going to be very interesting with their speed boosts.
Now this I really like. I love Skarner picks, and I'm really excited to see Spicy Hot Meme bring it out. And another target ban towards Ace.
I would imagine that's what the last two bans are going to be. You've taken away Thresh on Gregosaurus Rex, so I think they're going to disrespect any other of Gregosaurus Rex's picks and just get another ban off on that mid laner. But, we'll see if they decide to work on that or not. Going for some ADC bans over here with the Jinx for Phoenix.
Now I don't know so much about the Jinx ban. Um, Good ban still, uh, but I feel like there's potentially other bans such as like Lucian, maybe Ezreal, or even Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's super strong right now.
Morgana. All right.
We all we all know that I love seeing Morgana bans. Get her off that table. Very, very smart.
Also means that they aren't interested in playing her, which is
Very, very true.
interesting.
And another 80 carry ban.
All right. So they don't disrespect Gregosaurus. Get another support ban out there. Good for them. Interested to see who their supportive choice will be. Maybe somebody durable. Maybe a Lulu.
Yeah, I expect to see more of a mage support out of Northern Storm, but we'll see.
Tarek. All right. Mix of both.
A mix of both, yeah. I like it, especially with the fact you can drop your ulti right on Skarner unless Skarner just pulls somebody in, and that can be devastating. So, but I do fully support the fact that they're waiting for last pick for their 80 carry.
Well, we got Ace on Xerath. Not at all a surprise, I would say. I mean, he didn't do Azir, though. I mean, he has been doing pretty well with the Azir. Vigar into Azir might be something he doesn't necessarily want to do, because Azir does go pretty deep sometimes. But,
Right.
ooh, Galio. All right.
And in Galio, I love it. I really do. I love this. Very, very aggressive on the bottom side. Um, let's see who this 80 carry is, though, before I continue any more statements.
Yeah, we'll see. I got some thoughts, but looks like they're gonna go with the Tristana. Okay, not a bad choice. Get away from the Galio taunt.
Yes. Even if you get the taunt off, if she's in mid W animation, the rocket jump, she'll still get away, which is nice. Um, Now I'm surprised that Ace didn't go with Lux. Lux was not banned out.
Well,
That might have been a really good pick.
I think he likes the ability to pick people off from a very long way away. Um, Keep the distance between himself and that Veigar, plus get a stun on the Veigar as well, which Xerath can do and Lux really can't.
True, true. Yeah, you can lock them down, but that's not a full stun. So yeah, you have a good point there.
But I don't feel comfortable about this Nocturne at all. Um, I mean, I'm going to talk about tanks again. Galio obviously can get tanky, but in the support role, he's not going to necessarily have the income to do that. Um,
Right. You're
eh,
gonna have Kled. He's gonna be more of a bruiser.
right. Bruiser, not so much of a tank. Also, probably split pushing more.
Right. Um, but then I mean, you look on Northern Storm side. You got Tarek, tank. I mean, he's gonna heal, but he's primarily a tank. Um, and then you have Skarner. He's just gonna grab you, bring you
Hmm.
in. So he's more of a tank. And you have Alawi, a bruiser that just heals up everything because that's what she does. She just rips your soul out and then just siphons it all.
Hmm.
And if that doesn't do it, you have a Vigar that can cage you.
Hmm. Yeah, there's
I
a
don't
lot
I
of
don't
good
see
to
the Nocturne working out very well
I
here.
agree. Yeah, I mean, who's the Nocturne going to dive on? Tristana, who runs away, Vigar, who deletes you. I mean, he's got his spell shield, but that only works on one spell, and Vigar's got more than one spell, to my recollection.
Correct. Now the only thing I can see working out here, very very active Nocturne gameplay. Pre six, you got to get into some lanes, you got to get a lead, you got to get some kills under your belt, and you just got to snowball out of control to the point where your Sivir comes online, your Xerath comes online. Kled will automatically just start rolling around, which is really, really good. And then Galio just taunts people and then, does things. And it's kind of frustrating, but Nocturne, I feel, is going to be the make it or break it in this team comp.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of ways they can make it work. The main way I would see Nocturne really helping this team out is if Kled does start the split pushing, then Nocturne can make a 1v1 into a 2v1 pretty quick up in that top lane. So let's say Skarner goes up to fight Kled, as long as, because I'm assuming Skarner would try to use his grab on Kled, try to get him under turret, something like that. And then suddenly Nocturne shows up while he's doing that, and that then makes it much easier for Kled to get some stuff done. But
Right.
I would have preferred if they were going to, because I read this Nocturne as a panic pick. I could be wrong. You know, Alonzi could be doing really great stuff with with Nocturne, but I read it as a panic pick to keep it away from Spicy Hot Meme. And if that's the case, I would prefer they panic picked Vi, because Alonzi is much better with Vi.
True. Now, unfortunately, Vi was banned out by them.
Right, but they could have banned Nocturne and then picked Vi. Is my point.
Okay, yeah, I see that. And yes, now that I think about it, I don't know why. And they also picked the Nocturne into the Skarner. They knew that the Skarner was already going to be in the jungle. So,
No, the first two picks were Vigar Alawi, I thought.
was it? Ah, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All right, we got 5 skins. So hard to decide.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to go Phoenix on this. I like Phoenix's skins a lot more.
I like how the Nocturne and Xerath kind of match. I'm into that. Gatekeeper Galio's also got a similar kind of pattern. So, despite my dislike of joke skins, I'll give it to Phoenix as well.
You don't like the joke skins?
No.
Oof. That's kind of a bummer.
Apparently, the stream can hear my cat. Bella, you are a national hero.
I'm surprised that my cat isn't meowing right now because I have my door closed. But uh
For the record, chat, my cat has been fed. She is just desperate for attention and screaming for anyone to listen to her.
I just see you chat just typing in meow. All right. Um as for what chat's saying, gotta get lucky. Kaisa is meh right now. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to disagree. Um she's pretty damn strong. She can, especially when you build her crit, damn good. Um awesome, like to see Jonathan inside here. And we see I'm never gonna play Swain again. I'm not surprised by that. I would not be surprised.
All right, so let's see if there's any sort of aggression here early on or not. Did see option 12 choosing to be very, very aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna see more of a defensive lineup, but okay.
Yep, looks very defensive. And of course, we got Skarner with all of his weird AoE bubble things.
Yep, the spires. Now, for any viewer that hasn't paid attention to patch notes, let me bring up some fun facts about the spires. The spires are no longer seen on the map. So if somebody takes a spire from the enemy or allied side, you will not know. On top of that, they also moved them around so that you can get them at all camps. So it's going to make Skarner's clear tons faster, which it's going to be kind of scary.
Nope. Disconnects are also
And
scary.
and we got a disconnection here.
We got a nice picture of Skarner hanging out in the jungle, though. We can zoom.
All
We can't move the mouse, but we can't move the screen, but we can zoom. Look at that Tarek. That's a nice Tarek.
Okay.
I
So
re
let's see here. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ace is the one that ended up DCing.
Aces. It said Baconlicious disconnected.
Ah, yes, bacon. All right.
There he is. I don't know. I've always found that this gimmick of scars that they added kind of weird.
The spires.
Yeah,
I think it's a very interesting thing because when you have your spires, you have movement speed and attack speed and a
right.
couple of other things that just help you. And it makes it so way even even in pretty much all skill levels, you have to focus on a single like area of the map to fight, and I like it. I like it a lot, and it just makes it so you have a little bit more freedom.
I think what they should do if they want to like make it a little more thematic for the Skarner, um, is try to do something kind of more like Swain is, where his little crows follow him around and stuff like that, where maybe like the areas that are captured or like start getting slowly covered in crystals or something. Just something that shows why Skarner just has these random points that are like creating an advantage for him. I don't know.
I like that. I like that idea.
Probably a little too much work.
Right. Too many particle effects. Although once again, if we look at Swain, like how you said, he has a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they could just make little crystals grow out of places. It doesn't need to be the entire map changing or anything.
Right.
Spicy Hat Meme does get spotted in this rotation here. We'll see if LNZ decides to engage. Looks like there is a thought. Kled's coming down too, so here comes LNZ. Lands one hit already, flash right away. Not even going to risk it.
Smart, smart. I like that. You're showing a lot of respect. So,
What is the Sivir pizza? It appears to be mushroom and broccoli.
what is that? Let me see here. Please stop moving, Siver. Mushroom. There's something else on there. Mushroom, broccoli, and something.
Lofi,
Something I wouldn't eat.
Lofi, meanwhile, is definitely keeping himself at a relative distance to Amaya so that Test of Spirit is not really throwing him off that much. Tentacle's doing a lot of work there, though. Skarner looks like he might be coming in for a bit of a gank here. Ace does get trapped right away. Misses the stun. This is probably going to be a dead Zareth. First blood.
That was really, really well played.
Yeah, gotta look out. And, Ace is definitely going to play a little bit further back now.
We got a TP back into lane from Ace. Doesn't want to miss any of those minions.
And we got Vagar at 23 stacks. Now the pizza appears to have, like, kale on it or something. Considering how much damage Lofi's been taking, I'm surprised that he's pushing as far forward as he is.
Yeah, I mean, trades wise, a Maya-chan, even if Maya takes a lot of damage, just gonna be able to get it back up. You get one test of spirit, and you're gonna heal it all. So
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, Lofi can get it back too when his Skarl comes back. Skarl, yes.
yeah,
Just, I think someone said earlier, or I made it up in my head to just imagine Rick shouting Carl in The Walking Dead, and that's Skarl.
I might be
Skarl!
seeing something happening up in the top side.
Yep, Spicy Hot Meme coming in here. Lofi in a little bit of trouble. Flashes and dashes. Is still slow though. Oh, Test of Spirit missed. That would have been huge.
Just couldn't get that auto off from Skarner. That's a very, very unfortunate.
Some nice distance creating here from Envy and Gregosaurus down here in the bot lane. Down in CS, but making sure they're respected a little bit at least.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to how Gregosaurus is, doing his thing, and he's been doing really, really good, even though he's not on his signature thresh.
Maya gets spotted doing the movement around there. Nocturne not being aggressive. Had gone in there a little bit earlier, but mostly just to catch that jungle out. Might be doing something now, though. Appears to be rotating down into the bot lane. Will not be spotted.
Yeah, not at all.
So, lurking. That's some sinister music. Nocturne, do you bring your own soundtrack to ganks?
Potentially.
Sounds like he did. Okay. So we still got Lofi up there in that top lane. Did end up going back due to that gank. Got a couple of long swords. Another test. Decides to run away from it.
All
Oh,
right.
possible taunt there from Gregosaurus. Doesn't quite manage to land it. Here comes here comes Spicy Out Meme. Gregosaurus sacrificing himself. Envy not
Good
quite
stun.
strong enough yet to make chasing
Oh,
him.
gets on the Sivir.
Yep, does manage to flash though. Low damage on a lot of things here. Gregosaurus tries to do a 2 combo there. Maybe dashing first would have been better. Yeah, Envy not quite terrifying quite enough. If she had one item under her belt, that fight would have gone differently.
Yeah, if she would have been able to back at any point, yeah, we'd be looking at some different stories here.
Such as it is, both ADCs are basically equal in gold. Fawn decides to go back here, so Envy should probably go back as well, rather than risk falling behind. Baconlicious is going to get this blue buff, going to be a really big deal for him. Ace looks like he's thinking of going back. Got, wow, 2,300 gold, very nice. But so does the Vigar, especially with that first blood. Lofi slowly starting to fall behind. A lot of people don't really have a great answer for when they're fighting Alawi just because of how much pressure she can apply to you.
Right. I mean, range champions do pretty good, but even then, range champions are usually a little more squishy.
Oh. Lofi's in a little bit of trouble here now.
Uses the ulti, and he's gonna get stunned up by Spicy, and Spicy. Oh,
Bacon shows up out of nowhere and steals the kill.
secures the kill. All right. Now we do see Nocturne taking the Drake. Very, very smart here.
I don't know if he has the damage output for it. Do have Ace coming to help. We did have a comment earlier from Alonzi about liking certain champions just because they can take the dragon quicker than others. Ace falls back for half a second there. Here comes the big ult. Oh, great flash by Bacon to not get stunned there. Oh.
Now, Nocturne does have ulti. That's something to keep in mind.
Nocturne did a bit of a turnaround there to try to get the Tristana, but Fawn picked a good ADC against this sort of team and just jumps away. But yeah, we saw that Amaya managed to get the edge in that fight up against Lofi because of the ultimate. Getting those extra tentacle hits out is always a big deal, and that's probably one of Alawi's big strengths is the surprising amount of damage her ult can put out.
Right. It's, you know, I see a lot of people when they go up against her, especially in solo queue, it's like, oh, hey, why does she do so much damage? It's super deceiving. It's, you know, when you have your test of spirit out, it does tons of damage, does percent damage, and then her tentacles hit people multiple times, and it's just, it is super aggravating. So, and on top of that, you're slowed.
So we got most of the action happening in the top and the mid lane at the moment. Bot lane is still surprisingly equal. A little bit of a CS lead going over to Envy and Gregosaurus, but they typically have that little bit of an edge in most lanes. Bacon is now up to 65 stacks. Ace hasn't been very effective against him yet, managing to keep that CS lead, but those 2 kills are going to be real painful.
There's more trades going up on top. Well, attempted trades at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like how you were bringing up with the tentacles and stuff like that, the more and more that the tentacles that keep appearing around Alawi, the more and more damage to the output. Oh, we have an ulti.
Lofi misfires there, but that should be enough to clean it up anyway. Unfortunate for Lofi, initiated that fight but doesn't get any credit because of how out of position the ult was. Good combo use there by Ace though, using his remaining charges and some extra damage to put Bacon on notice. Bacon should be really careful here. One combo from the Xerath. Like, I mean, Ace could, yeah. Ace could just
Yeah,
delete him right here if he wanted to.
that Q almost.
Yep, right there.
Oh, there's the Q.
No respect.
That's a shame. That's a shame. You hate to see it. You love to do it, but you hate to see it.
Alright, so Envy very low on mana here. We'll see how much longer they decide to stick around down here in the bot lane. Not really. The problem with having a Sivir in this situation is that there really aren't that many spells that you're being pelted with in this kind of lane. So you're not able to cheese out that mana.
Right. One thing I do want to, direct our attention to, CS differences. You know, Spicy Hot Meme is down in CS compared to the Nocturne. But then you have a Lowy that is definitely ahead of the Clud. So interesting to see that, but bot lane is pretty even, mid lane is pretty even. So
Yeah.
I mean, so far we're only seeing a 300 gold difference between the two teams, 200 gold.
Yeah, they're very even so far. This top lane is going to end up being somewhat impactful earlier, I would think. Though if Lofi does start split pushing, he should be fine and able to catch up. That is part of the issue with him not playing someone like Singed, where Singed doesn't really care what his CS is because he can be annoying at any level.
Right. Now it does look like they are prepping for Dragon.
Another Cloud Drake. Oh! Nocturne just goes straight in onto this Taric. Taric could possibly pop ult here, but looks like he wants to save it. Does pop ult, not gonna matter.
Yeah, at that point he waited way too long. He should have just let it go. Predator is activated.
Alright, LNZ manages to grab that blue buff before the Vigar can. So really good plays out of Nocturne early here. Grabbing the weak targets, out of position targets. Not using it to try to dive in and do anything fancy, just getting to his targets a little bit quicker otherwise.
Ooh, Ace taking a very bad trade on Baconlicious.
Oh, does do the ult though. Interesting choice. Not gonna take him out though. Even if that last hit had landed.
Speaking of trades, Lofi Senpai just lost a huge trade to Alawi.
Oh, Ace in trouble a little bit in the mid lane here. We do have Gregosaurus come in to help him out as well. I think Ace has got to get out of there. He's got no mana, less health. Turret plating
he's just
falls.
trying to poke as much as he can.
I mean, he could theoretically pick off Baconlicious here if he really wants to, but, you know, you don't want to run into that Skarner. Baconlicious, look at this respect. Now. He goes halfway to Canada before recalling.
Let's see here. Where is this game going to be heading for the next objective? I mean, you have Rift Herald up. You do have Dragon up. Bunch of ward coverage on Dragon from both teams. Well, you have one blue trinket in there, and you have 3 wards surrounding it.
We have the chat pointing out that there's 2 phages on Alawi.
Is there? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So I want you to know, Alawi, those don't stack. That rage passive, it's unique passive.
Well, yeah, but think how cool she'll look swinging 2 hammers around. It's not just 1 hammer, it's 2 hammers, man. Come on.
2 hammers and a bunch of tentacles.
Yep.
I like it.
Okay, so bot lane is continuing to do bot lane things here. Looks like tomato and basil is their pizza. Ace getting chased. Possible 4-man encounter down here. Alonz trying to solo the Rift Herald.
Which that shouldn't be a issue whatsoever.
Oh, Gregosaurus and Ace running into something here. Ace may end up getting deleted, does end up losing half his health right away. Gregosaurus comes in with a big taunt. Ignite is landing. There is the stopwatch, which is overpowered. Tell your congressman. Here comes the protection, though. Ace managing to miss, but Envy's here to clean up, and now Spicy's in a little bit of trouble. Ace throwing out the stun. A lot of hits there. Skarner goes down. And they got the Herald as well, I believe. Oh, they gave it to Skarl.
Alright, well, this is quite interesting. Also, another thing that I'm just noticing now, I don't know why, but I'm noticing that Envy is using Unsealed Spellbook. For what reason, I'm not sure. Uh,
Looks like he swapped out a heal with a barrier.
or with Exhaust, yeah.
Or exhaust, yeah. Flash for exhaust.
So I don't know how much I support the Unsealed Spellbook. There's, in my opinion, a couple of other better options, such as Fleet Footwork or Lethal Tempo. But you know, getting maybe a double smite wouldn't be a bad idea.
Very quick dragon for this early in the game. But they managed to get it, so dragon apiece now. It's definitely going to help out this Skarner, who's going roughly 4,000 miles an hour in the jungle currently. Over 500 movement speed in the jungle. It's crazy. Who needs Rek'Sai tunnels? Lofi getting a little more comfortable up in that top lane. Still down about 400 gold, though. Galio cleaning out some wards and taking away the... oh, Lofi tries to do a little bit of aggressive thing. Amaya's been doing very well dancing out of the range that Kled provides here. Ace is here now, though. Immediately rotating up for some objectives.
Right. I mean, you have Maya-chan now not going to be able to do too much, especially with the fact... Oh, and here comes Shelly.
Oh, Lofi going a little deep there.
Here as well.
Flash. Got to avoid... We haven't really seen Skarner using that ult yet, but he's going on Ace right now. Here comes, meanwhile, Nocturne's jumping down on the... oh, flash. Double flash there. Puts the fear as well. Gonna grab the Vigar. Poor Scuttlecrab doesn't get too much done.
Now, I'm kind of intrigued because, yeah, that Rift Herald didn't do too much damage.
Oh, they're going deep. Just straight in on Amaya. There's the tentacles, though. Ace is going to get deleted here, I'm pretty sure. Galio coming to help out. Everyone's diving. Poor Meme. Poor Meme. He's pretty durable, though.
Oh, but he gets Ace.
Alright. So 2 for 1 in a turret. Ace probably a little upset about that.
Envy just did tons of damage there.
Oh. Alright, gotta be careful here, though. Probably don't want to bite off more than you can chew here, guys. Especially because you don't have Skarl. Yep. Why?
Slowly but surely getting that that mount back though.
110 ability power. Skarl. Bearing up in 10 seconds. Next dragon will be an Earth Drake. Chaos doing some good jungle sweeping there. 2 turrets to 0 so far, though top turret's looking a little vulnerable.
Oh wow, we ended up going bot side. I definitely support that change.
Okay, dragon is up now. Not a lot of ward coverage from Phoenix over here on the dragon. We do have Gregosaurus coming through now, though, to at least clean out some of these control options. Might take away this pit as well. Yep.
And they have vision of Gregosaurus, you know, pinging, hey, there's a chance that he's gonna still be in the area, so.
And Lofi's starting to split push. Skarner in the area. We'll see how much Meme prioritizes this. We have the Vagar as well. A lot of pings going on all over the place. They do have wards in a few places here that are helping spot out some of what's going on. Lofi could be in a little bit of trouble here if Spicy Hot Meme comes in as fast as he does, and he does. Alright, Ace and Alonzi positioning a little bit here. Ooh, bot lane turret goes down, and in goes Gregosaurus Rex. But that's going to be a big invulnerability ult when it lands, and that helps them get away. Ace wasting a little bit here, but in comes the Nocturne. Big hits there. Gregosaurus also lands a big taunt to slow down Spicy Hot Meme. That's 2 kills for the Nocturne. Alonzi might be in a little bit of tentacle trouble here, though. Did have a Test of Spirit dealt onto him. Yep.
Oh, there's the kill.
Underestimating. Should have run. That's Nocturne's first death, though.
That is. Now you do end up giving away a lot of gold over to Lowy though. Now Lowy does not need any more gold.
Oh, Ace now gets Spirit grabbed. Big damage coming out of the Tristana for that, though. Turret's also helping a little bit. Ace was hanging out, but is now going to run anyway. Yeah, just dodge the tentacles.
Dragon has now respawned.
Okay, got that Earth Drake now. We'll see what kind of priorities they put on that. So, Alawi's Test of Spirit doing very well. 5k gold lead for Phoenix right now, though. 10-4 and 3 turrets.
So I want to point out that Alawi has now sold that other phage.
Oof.
And it looks like they're going for Drum's Fist into probably Steric's Gauge.
Alright, Ace trying to help out with some pinging here. Ooh, almost manages to do it, but was trying to aggro Fen as well. Here comes Lofi out of nowhere, jumping straight on Amaya. That's one Alawi down. Let's see what else we can get going on here. Big stun here. Taunt does land on Spicy Hot Meme, is going to be deleted. Going in more. Fawn trying to get away. Big damage here, though, with that stun. Nocturne going deep. Throws up a spell shield. That doesn't stop turret shots, my friend.
I really like that. That was clean, absolutely clean out of not just Envy, Gregosaurus coming in clutch, getting a lot of that damage reduction done. Lofi came in with a beautiful ulti, shut them down, and then Nocturne there for the cleanup. He is playing that Nocturne very, very well.
Yeah, I owe Alonzi an apology. He's been, like, many people treat Nocturne like a broadsword, where, you know, slash right into the middle of everyone. Whereas LNZ's been using him like a sniper. He's using him to pick off weak targets, people who are out of position. There is no crazy ganks with this. This is just, I see someone who gave me an opening and I'm pouncing on it. Especially that turret play, my god. That was really good.
Now, one thing, you know, as somebody that has played a lot of Nocturne, I'm really, really happy to see this, but I don't know if I support it fully. The Trinity Force out of Nocturne. It's an interesting choice. You know, you get your ulti when you land, you get that Sheen proc, cool. You get the attack speed, you get the rage passive as well. It's nice. It gives you a little bit of everything. With him having lethal tempo, that's good. Oh, we have a trade up top. Yep,
Lofi manages to get the alt proc there. Is going to get bullied by tentacles, though. Oh, Amaya's going in for it. Fortunately for him, turret is still up. Gregosaurus is here, too. But Gregosaurus has not really gotten enough stuff under his belt to be that big of a threat, I would say. I mean, just good to get him away from his top laner. And Nocturne's now here, too.
So, I'm going to kind of go back to it. He is going lethal tempo, which with his W gives him attack speed, which is really, really nice. Right now, his attack speed is 1.5, which is good. But, you know, he also went Warrior. So I think I would have preferred him go Blood Razor into Titanic, or Trinity Force, if he was going to do that build. But I guess he is doing 5, 1, and 4, so more power to him.
Oh, LNZ's getting caught out here. This is going to be a dead Nocturne. A lot of gold going over to this Vigar now. Very unfortunate. Ace also a little out of position as well. Gonna have to look out for a stun coming up here pretty shortly. Stuns himself. Oh, good, good supportive spell there. For a second, I thought that was a Janna thing, but it was not. Not seeing Janna too much in the LCUS. Ace
So
doing.
all I want to say is I am definitely excited to ask Amaya at what point did they realize that they bought 2 phases? Because now they're behind in gold.
Oh,
Defensive ulti by
yep.
Sivir.
Got Lofi split pushing mid. I don't necessarily agree with that. Everyone else is in the top lane. You should be going bot. But it looks as though
Okay, Nocturne's at red buff.
yeah, it's okay. All right, so Nocturne doesn't seem like his team is expecting to do anything here because Nocturne is not coming up. They gotta be careful here though. The jaws are closing. Nocturne's now coming up. Chaos is trying to get down. Lofi sees Chaos here, goes in on him. That's a good place to do it too. Gregosaurus throws down a big taunt. Lots of hits going down on Amaya. Her durability is helping a lot. Ace is going to disappear once that Tristana pops. Thought about recalling, doesn't matter. Gregosaurus is going to go down here now as well. Phoenix stuck around for far too long and we're out of position. We have the Nocturne trying to split push. Might get this turret. Probably not worth it though.
They're still going for trades up on the top side. They're still pushing them out.
Probably could have tried to go for the inhibitor as well then.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I probably would have as Nocturne. You can get away in a couple of ways. You do have your flash still available. Why not go for it considering how badly things went for you in the top lane?
Right. Now, also, Nocturne wasn't there for that fight, which, if he was there, you have to assume that this would have gone completely different.
Nocturne's going to grab bot tower here, it looks like. Did put up Spell Shield a little preemptively, is going to get Test of Spirited. Hopefully he learned from his first death.
Meme is doing Cloud Drake. He has been spotted.
Getting collapsed on. More evil whispering. LNZ being at half health though. That's a bad. Oh!
He flashes out of his own ulti. That was that's what you call, you know,
regretting your decisions.
right. That's that moment of, you had me in the first half. Not gonna lie.
That's what they call a hairpin turn, I think. Oh, Ace once again caught out.
And that's 3 times that he has died. You know, in kind of not the best of terms, not in like a team fight or anything. The last 2 times that I have seen him die on screen is due to Test of Spirit tentacles, and this time he is now getting ulted.
Yeah, he got blown up by a Tristana ball as well. But, I mean, he has just been getting comboed. They are focusing him rather directly, which is good news if you're Envy the Serpent. Because, you know, if you're a Sivir, last thing you want to do is get focused.
Right. I mean, with how it's looking, you got Vigar sitting on 179 stacks, so he's a little bit behind when it comes to his stacks, but let's see here. He's a little bit behind in items as well and CS, but I would say that he's in a pretty fair spot. He still does a lot of damage, especially with that R.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, he is still a legitimate threat. There isn't anything like with the Kale, where the Kale wasn't doing that great. Because, you know, there aren't really any champions in League of Legends like Kale, where they just don't do anything for the first 11 levels.
And then, all of a sudden, just right-click, stands in the middle of a team, and then pentakill.
Alright, nice stun there. Ace once again caught out. My god. We got a lot of people coming to try to help, though. Do manage to scare off Tristana right away. There is a cluster of animations going off here. LNC getting pulled in as well. Everyone chasing Amaya. They're going to get at least one here. Ace wants revenge, though. He
And all
is
of that just for a Maya to go down.
right.
They are going
That's
for the Baron. They are calling for Baron, and Ace is pretty low. Ace, please don't stand too close.
the fact that Amaya and Meme, or not, the fact that Fawn and Meme both managed to get out of there is rather impressive. Ace actually is noping so far out of there, you'd think he was turning into Nocturne. Oh, he's actually with no health. He is trying to play defense, and he does a very good job of it. Now, if you all get out of there without dying, that'd be even better.
Ooh, Gregosaurus.
Gotta get
That
some
doesn't.
slows, guys. Gotta do something. Blast cones out. All right, so they get out with Baron.
Which is really, really good. They got top lane pushing in their favor. Bot lane is looking pretty even. So it's very, very interesting seeing this gameplay. They're playing very, very smart. Once they got a Maya-chan, they went right for Baron, and that was the proper call to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they pulled that off very well, and they didn't overcommit, which they have done quite heavily in the past, like in this game even.
Right.
Six and a
I
half
mean,
K gold lead.
yeah. You also look at Envy. Now he has Ghost and Barrier for his two spells that he has chosen. He is 4-0-6 with a 700 gold bounty. Um, fun fact also about the bounty systems, they changed it. So if you're looking on the screen and you see, hey, they have a 700 gold bounty, even though they're 4-6, that does amount up to 1,000 because when you kill them, it'll give them 300 gold.
Oh, Lofi gets destroyed. Good flash, though. Oh, we're missing a fight in the mid lane here. Quick, cheeky inhibitor steal. And now they're just collapsing on Amaya. Amaya, you got to be paying attention to... Nope. All right.
And
So,
Maya's going down. There's no way that Maya doesn't go down. And now they're going to walk this turret, or this cannon right into the turret.
nope.
Let it do a little bit of damage. Each hit just ticking away, slowly but surely.
Oh, LNZ taken to half.
Event Horizon does take it out.
All right. You know, I'd heard rumors there was an Alawi in the top lane. You can see her body there, but she died so quick, I don't really believe it. Oh, good flash by Bacon there. Do manage to get the Taric, though. Chaos has been really very lenient with his ultimates. I think he should start dishing out some sunlight more.
Right. Not even just that, but you also have Silver that's just... The bouncing blades are hurting
Right?
very, very much.
That's why they Sivir's been banned out against that. I don't know. Whoa, that was an
And
oh,
Tristan's gone.
good play there, managing to
Good counter engage. Here comes the bounce.
Lofi chasing down Bacon. May not be able to get him. Too slow. Might actually get deleted here. Actually, nope. Manages to push himself away. Is this going to be game? I don't think it is. I think Bacon might have the artillery, thanks to hopefully the invincible button from this Taric. Yeah, looks like they might be able to save themselves.
They got one turret. They should rotate right down to bottom and get that, but they're going to actually make the call to go right for Infernal, which also is a pretty good idea. Sever did change her Ghost to Smite and her Barrier to Heal.
Boy, imagine somebody just seeing a screenshot of this and being like, oh, look, they went double smite. Not looking at the spell book.
And now switching out that Smite for Flash. So she'll be going Heal Flash in about, let's see here. That looks like it's going to be just a little bit. A couple minutes maybe.
3 minutes, give or take. All right, so we've got Northern Storm on the back foot here. I was going to say, I'm a little surprised they didn't ban out the Sivir again. They banned her out twice last time these teams played, and it went very well for them. I think.
Right.
Reasonably certain. Oh, no, that was White Wolf, actually. Never mind.
Also, fun fact, because we weren't really paying attention, both Nexus turrets are gone. Super Minions got the second one. So, there's that.
A lot of minions doing work today. All right, so there's already a big aggressive push here. Baron buff is no longer active, so they're just going to have to push with their own merits, but the gold lead is 10k. Right there, Fawn gets picked off.
The leading.
Ace gets some poke out there as well. Oh, here comes the Civarol. They're going for this right now. Huge taunt. There's one down. There's two done. Tarek tried to pop the ult, but who can react when that knocked up?
Right.
Alawi tries
Yeah.
something. Can't even get her ult off. So many disables. Nexus goes down in half a second. GG.
And that's GG. Yeah, very, very well played. Good job, Phoenix.
Jeez.
All right, so let's ask.
What have we learned?
Yeah, 11K deficit. What do you think? What do you think Northern Storm did wrong there?
Well, they left the Sivir through. I mean, I was saying I was making comments about it before, but whenever we've seen Phoenix do poorly, it's because they don't get their hands on that Sivir. They always seemed a little bit shaky when Envy is not on his number one comfort pick, and so I think number one they're going to have to ban that out, and then do a better job. The Skarner helped in the mid game quite a lot, but they only ever blew everything on Ace. That's part of the reason why we look at these scores and we see that Envy never died. We see Nocturne was 8-2
Right.
because they were so scared of the mid laner they didn't care about the assassins who were getting fed.
Right, and not even just that, but you also have Gregosaurus. I feel like he's a good unsung hero so far for this game. Um, Gregosaurus 1-1-14. He, if I'm not mistaken, he ate a lot of damage. I'm gonna take a look here. So he only took 13,800 damage, but he mitigated about 22,000. So he definitely played a huge part in it.
He was also active throughout the map constantly. Generally, with his Thresh babysits a little bit more, I think. But playing this Galio, he was just walking every which way, this way, that way, and taking out wards left, right, and center. All right. So let's take a quick break here then. Wrapping up this game one, going into game two. Can Northern Storm come back? Don't go anywhere. We'll find out in just a few moments.